that's what makes it better too. Is when you pick up the hydro flask, it could be warm or just room temperature, and then when you actually drink the water, it's super
fucking
cold.
amazing. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna have that. I'm gonna start switching over.
All right, everybody, welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and traveling to Seattle. My name is Brent, aka Boo Wop. I'm here with my man Rick, aka A New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
It is sort of a new perfect day in Seattle. Temperatures are reaching at a 71 all-time degrees, and it's going to be an all low of 66 degrees throughout the week when we're at PAX. But I just hope it doesn't kind of rain because, I'm going to be carrying kind of some electronics around, and I'm like, man, if it rains, then we have to get rain gear and all that stuff. But then it's 70 degrees, so it might be a little hot.
Yeah. High 60s is fairly warm, man. It looks like it's just gonna rain on Thursday when we get there. So hopefully your electronics are safe, man. Real quick, what's today, man? Today's August. Sunday, August 26th, man. Earlier this morning, or not this morning, maybe this afternoon, man. Just horrible news. There was a Madden tournament in Jacksonville, Florida, and it was shot up by one of the competitors who lost a game out there.
Wow.
So really, kind of on a serious, kind of on a downer note. Thoughts and prayers out to everyone there that's affected, man. Definitely don't want to argue the gun control or anything like that. That's not really the point right now. It's just lives were lost out there, and the fact that it was around the realm in the gaming community, dude, is just really heartbreaking. It's my mantra kind of through life, man, is to live and let live. So when shit like this happens, it really doesn't make sense to me. What would really draw someone to go and do that? So for sure, man, thoughts and prayers out to the friends and family of all those affected, dude. It just sucks to hear, you know what I mean? We don't really play sports games out here, but gaming community is gaming community, dude. And we all back each other up 100%, man.
Yeah, exactly. And you think you would be safe too.
For real.
Just playing your games. Games is supposed to relieve stress, help connect with one another throughout the whole gaming community, and that's why you would feel the safest at these conventions or tournaments and whatnot. Even though you guys are competing, it's just you don't have that animosity afterwards or that anger or stuff like that towards one another. You kind of have that respect for that other player for beating you, and then you just want to do better. But if it turns out like this, then that sucks. It's scary too at the same time. Now thinking about it, we're going to PAX, the convention, and hopefully people don't have ill intent for the gaming community, and it's just thoughts and prayers out to the people and all that, and this gun stuff. I think also too, on the side note, it's just president's gonna find some sort of blame with it, but I don't want to get into politics like that. But
yeah, man. Like I said, that's neither here nor there, man. But yeah. For sure, dude. And I guess it kind of in the vein of not transitioning and stuff too awkward. This just puts a cap on just a huge week in video games for sure, man. This week was gamescom out in Germany. I don't know exactly where. What's the capital of Germany, dude? Come on, Jeopardy question time, man.
I don't know. Heinsberg. Wait.
Okay, whoa. If I hear typing. Oh, no, he's gonna.
No, that's not typing. I'm just scratching the wall right now. Oh, Germany. Capital of Germany. I already knew it is Berlin. See? Boom. I study social studies.
Okay.
History.
But Gamescom might have not. I don't know where it was. But wherever it was, man, they had press conferences just at E3 and stuff. And it was kind of crazy. I watched some of them. And they had politicians out there, man, talking about how they wanted to get more involved in the gaming community because it makes so much money. They want to bring more game developers over to Germany because they're so successful, this and that. It's kind of crazy, man, how involved the German government wanted to get in video games. It was kind of, I guess it's uplifting, but at the same time, it makes it sound like they just want to milk it all for money.
Yeah, and I think too, it's the technology. Like the military is actually using some of this PlayStation 4 technology in their in their ships and whatnot. Because like when we went to the naval base, by the way, my nephew got a PS4 Pro, and we saw, like, I think it was like said something certified. It was like a Navy brand term, certified, and I like had to Google it, and then it was like mainly compatible with the technologies on naval ships.
Oh,
And I was like,
okay.
wow, Sony collaborated with like military technologies in order to have it compatible for the ships. And I was like thinking, man, they do actually use it for like probably virtual things, training, like probably using it for like VR training for like piloting ships and whatnot. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Technology is not just limited to a gaming console. It expands beyond that, that kind of aspect.
Or they could just, put it in the break room out there. On the
That too.
Just put it out there in the break room. Make the PlayStation a little bit waterproof or something like that. What if that was the only thing? Not that it helped them, like you said, steer the ship or with technologies in the ship, but it's just, certified, works on our boat. But it's huge. I think I said it as a joke earlier when we were talking, man, but I really think it's just a European E3 because they're taking it super seriously out there. I know Xbox had a press conference. I know the convention as a whole just had this opening thing, and that's where the politicians came in and just started talking about how great the gaming industry is and how much they could benefit from, working with them more. But a lot of news came out, man. Release dates, especially. I think the one I'm most excited about, that you got most excited about too, is Sekiro, man. They got a lot of gameplay that came out. A lot of people were able to get hands on the game and play maybe the first area as a demo. So that's coming out March 22nd, 2019. So that's a lot sooner than we all thought it was going to be, huh?
Yeah, and especially for a Dark Souls game too. It's coming out pretty fast, especially when they just announced it and like all of a sudden, the game is going to be coming out pretty shortly. You expect games to come out like 5 years from now, but hey, everything's coming out pretty fast.
And it looks amazing. It looks like a ninja game and a Dark Souls game all put together, man. They really emphasize the grapple hook and just grappling onto roofs and stuff. It's going to be interesting because in Dark Souls, in Bloodborne, there's always a door that's locked from the other side, right? Which is your shortcut hype. A lot of those can be circumvented by just going on the roof, right? So I wonder how they're going to make these in this game, those one-way paths where you have to go around a different way in order to unlock the shortcut. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to the level design, though, because I know they've said before that it's more similar to Dark Souls 1, and Dark Souls 1 is just the cream of the crop, I think. I haven't played too much Dark Souls 2 yet, but Dark Souls 1 is definitely more superior than Dark Souls 2 for sure. Because you can go anywhere, man, no matter what. You could go down, go up, left, right. You can think you have to start in a hard area or just go to where you're supposed to go to the easy area,
Yeah, and then you have the choice to do so. So it's like, okay, I'm getting wrecked and going down. Let me go the other direction. And, progress that way, and then come back later down the line. And it's like, okay, you don't like get stronger later and then go back down to down to the area where you're struggling at. It's like all the levels is all the same. So that's what makes Dark Souls super great.
Yeah. Side note on Dark Souls, before we go further into Sekiro, they announced a trilogy, a Dark Souls trilogy, where they're going to sell all 3 discs in one pack. Do we need this,
I think they're trying to milk as much money as possible. You know, it's like they know that each game sold pretty well, and they're gonna like, you know what? Let's just put them all together, and this is gonna be our last run for the Dark Souls universe, kind of thing.
Yeah, but my thinking is everyone that wants to play Dark Souls has Dark Souls already. It's not like you're gonna get a new set of people buying the game, right?
It probably is. That's what they're last
No way.
targeting.
That's
You know,
crazy.
like there's gonna be like those people that like held off and they didn't even get into the series, and then be like, oh yeah, I can pick up this bundle with all 3 games in it, and that's how they get all the new players.
I refuse to believe that, dude. In my belief system, there's people that play Dark Souls and people that play Dark Souls and don't like it. So everyone in the world has played Dark Souls already. They've just had that taste and thought, oh, it's not for me. So that's why they don't play it. It's not that they are holding back to try it. So that's why, because this game's been out forever now, over 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah, but you think about it too. Like, what if they came late to the game? Dark Souls 2 came out, and they're like, "Oh man, I'm the kind of person that wants to start from the way beginning,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to pick up a PS3 game because that's when Dark Souls 1 was released. It was PS3, and then Dark Souls 2 was going on to what, PS4 or something like that. And so that's why like they're like, okay, if you can get all 3 on the PlayStation 4,
Yeah.
Now people are like, okay, you have my attention and stuff like that. I might pick it up actually. No. I still haven't even beaten Dark Souls 3 on the PC yet.
Yeah, see, and that's the exact boat what you described. That's the exact boat that I'm in, right?
Yeah.
I didn't play any of the Dark Souls. I played Bloodborne first when you were recommending I play the game, and that just put me down the slippery slope to play everything else. So I even played Dark Souls on PS3 for a little bit and just got super frustrated. I think the frame rate definitely helps out in the remastered version. Dude, I even played Demon Souls and Platinum that, man. So that just goes to show you, dude. Once you get
Platinum
that.
Dark Souls 1?
No, I didn't Platinum Dark Souls 1. I Platinum Demon Souls, not Dark Souls 1.
Oh, I was
But
like, holy shit.
That just goes to show you there's people that are just really, really with the game and just catch that bug like I did. And I think there's people that tried the game and are just over it from the start. So I don't know. I'm interested to see the sales numbers. I need to write that down for myself right now, actually, is to check on the Dark Souls trilogy sales numbers. Because I don't even think it comes with anything else special. I think it's just maybe that's who it is too. The collectors, man. It's going to come in a steel case or something like that, man.
Shit, if they come with like a bonfire, like a giant glowing bonfire that it's a light,
like a
I
lamp.
might actually,
Oh no,
pick
yeah,
that up.
that low key might be cool. Be cool.
Shit,
Damn it,
I would
man.
never collect things again, but nah, you're right.
So the only thing that would make me buy it is if it was the only way you can get Demon Souls on PS4. If the bundle came with Demon Souls, take my money, dude. Just take it all. Just call it the Souls pack, and I'll take it all, dude. Just raw dog, no lube, all of it, bro. But that's interesting. Yeah, like I said, I'd be interested to see the sales numbers in that, just because they've released Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2 on maybe at this point 7 different consoles and PC, you know what I'm saying? So that game is available everywhere. It'll be interesting to see what kind of new people they get into the game to buy this kind of pack, like a Demon Souls or Bonfire Nightlight. that might be the final straw for us buying this thing, man.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to Sekiro. The verticality, dude. Just being able to go up in buildings, I think I saw some gameplay of somebody falling off of a ledge and then using that grapple hook to go back on the ledge and fight the enemy, man. Oh, dude, this game is so samurai, bro. I just can't wait for it to come out, man.
Dude, I'm digging the parrying system though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I saw the gameplay of the guy like actually attacking. Like, he would dodge every once in a while, but then you can see like not not only just you are parrying, but like also the enemies parrying
Yeah,
your attacks at the same time. I'm like,
yeah,
dude, this is kind of samurai legitness.
yeah. And from what I'm understanding from the gameplay, I watched a little bit of Vati Vidya's stuff. He's the guy that makes just a bunch of Dark Souls lore, Bloodborne lore videos. He got to play the game early, and he said that there's a parry button, and you don't have to be perfect with your parries like you usually have to do in Bloodborne and Dark Souls. It's just the more perfect your timing is, the more of like this damage meter fills up, you know. And then when you hit the enemy, um, the amount of damage you do with your attack depends on that meter that you built up from parrying. So I think I like that. I think I like that game mechanic, because then he said too, there's no stamina, right?
Hmm.
Um, at the same time, your enemies have that same mechanic too. So every time they parry one of your attacks, their meters build, and then when they attack you, it hurts that much more. Um, so it's interesting, man. From Software is doing something totally different, and so far I'm digging it, man. We're getting spoiled. Maybe, the next 6 months in video games are gonna be wild, man. They're gonna be
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
I wonder what era they're gonna take in though. Like after samurais, after knights, what's gonna be next? Roman
Mm.
warriors? I don't know.
They've kind of So what I'm excited about too, right, is when people first find out about Bloodborne and see Bloodborne, they think, "Oh, I'm just gonna kill werewolves," you know, and then it turns into going into dreams and fighting these octopus face monsters and bug face monsters and people having tentacles coming out of their arms and shit like that, you know. Just the story takes a left turn at some point, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So far from Sekiro, all we've seen is battling samurai, battling some giant ape dude, um, in this rundown Japanese castle, medieval Japanese castle. I'm hoping that somewhere it takes a left turn, and all of a sudden we're fighting werewolves. We're in like the
Ogres.
Bloodborne universe and shit. Like, oh no, dude, it connects. You know what I'm saying? I want to
Yeah.
see where that left turn happens. We already know there's giant snakes, so there's some supernatural stuff going on. Um, but yeah, I think I'm most excited about what we haven't seen yet. You know, just
Yeah.
waiting for where things take a turn. What's the point? Like when you kill Rom, the spider,
Yeah.
and then the moon turns red and everything just gets super weird from that point on. There's gonna be some
Yeah.
point in Sekiro where that happens. And everything's just gonna change, dude. Nothing was ever the same. So March 22nd, which is good. I thought that we'd be packed with games by that point, but they give us a good break, man. Looking at the release dates, uh Resident Evil 2, which I'm definitely gonna pick up, comes out in January.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I think the only game I might get in February is Days Gone. That comes out on the 22nd. What? How do you feel about Anthem, man?
I still want to pick up Anthem, even
Yeah.
though it looks like it's gonna be a four-player game. No, I just miss that kind of co-op system where we're all fighting like NPCs and stuff like that together. Maybe I'm missing the MMO elements of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dustin brought up, "Hey, why don't we get back into World of Warcraft?" And I was like,
Wait, whoa,
"You have
wait,
my
wait.
interest."
That's what I said too. But have you ever played World of Warcraft? I've never played World of Warcraft.
Never,
Okay,
never,
good.
not even in the trial. I've never
No,
played that game.
same. I was about to call you a traitor, bro. What happened to City Heroes, dude?
Exactly. I did have my interest though. Like at the time, I was like, dude, everybody's into it. How come I'm not into it? But
Yeah.
I guess I hope we don't get like too sucked in if we ever do attempt to try it out, because then we're gonna not come out of our rooms, 5 years later.
Will be like that. Man, whenever I think World of Warcraft, I think Twitch, because a lot of people stream it on Twitch, and it's been huge recently with the new expansion. But I always think that South Park episode, man. I think that was one of the greatest
Oh
South Park episodes
yeah,
ever, man.
that's how we're gonna turn out. Where we're gonna take a dump in a little bucket
Yeah,
and
yeah.
eat hot pockets.
Mom, toilet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because Cartman just always has, you know, stupid catchphrases that he just kills over and over. You know, an example of one is there was an episode about AIDS, and then they ask Cartman something, and he goes, "Oh, I'm not sure. I'm HIV positive." You know what I mean? It's like, God damn it. And he'll say it like 20 times in the fucking episode, dude. So and I love those kind of jokes where it just gets annoying. It's funny to me. And in the Warcraft one, he would always say, "We need to save the world of Warcraft."
Like those cheap puns.
Dude, yeah, that would kill me every time, man. Every time. Side note about puns. I don't know if it was just because we were in the city in Australia, in Melbourne and Sydney, but they had the greatest puns for their restaurant names, dude. I think we saw this Vietnamese place called 24/7. Dude, I was
Wow.
dying. Yeah, and there was a lot more. I don't remember them right now at the top of my head, but shout outs to them, man. I enjoy a good pun when it's the name. If you're just trying to be funny with puns, get out of here. That's gross. You're disgusting. But names of businesses, of restaurants that are puns, that makes me know that you put effort into your business.
Into thinking. You spent that $30,000.
Oh yeah,
up and running.
you committed. You are not ashamed.
It's Ray Patton.
I have to find. I think we wrote some of them down. I'll have to find that because I really can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, what were we talking about? Anthem. I think the more and more I look at the schedule of games coming out, that might be one I skip, man. It might be
Anthem?
Yeah, it might be.
Oh, when is it coming out? What is it, like February?
Yeah, February 22nd. So same day as
And that's when Resident Evil, right?
No, Resident Evil's January, so it's a whole month. So we'll see, maybe, because Resident Evil really won't take that long to finish, right? Resident Evil will just take a week or two at most, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. Because we got Monster Hunter, you know. Shout outs to Monster Hunter. They just released hard mode Behemoth, which I heard is crazy. Haven't tried yet.
Danny said it was only till the weekend, though.
Oh, it's just this weekend. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we need a... Oh, wait.
Yeah, no, we're not going to make it, dude.
Yeah.
In like a few hours, we're not going to make it. But I think all you get is the...
Glamour! I need that!
The layered armor. Yeah.
Damn it.
Which is crazy. You go through all that just for the layered armor of the Final Fantasy 14 gear. But
that means because your other weapon sets can use that.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
your
true.
Your bow and your long sword. So you don't have to like keep using that critical. Because I think that's mainly for the glaive or for the whatever weapon that was. But yeah, want it.
That's true. Maybe. Dang. Well, we'll just have to wait till it comes out again. Because Kulve came out again during this time. So, and I know they came out with some new weapons too. Like Kulve had some new drops for sure. I think I saw somewhere. So there's always next time. They never take anything away permanently. I think Monster Hunter World is kind of like my feel for Anthem, right? I've always said that those games are more similar than Destiny and Anthem. I think the only difference is there's trash mobs in Anthem, you know, things that you can kill fairly easily, but if there were a bunch of them at the same time, you know, it would be a little bit of a challenge. If there were more enemies like that in Monster Hunter, I think I'd have a little bit more fun. If you could fight other people in Monster Hunter, that would be fucking sick, dude. Like, not even, you know, PvP, but if there was a group of just poachers who just killed monsters just to kill them, you know, didn't use their hide, their meat, or anything like that. They just killed them and left them out. And we were like, no, that's not the Hunter way. And we just went to war with them. That would be sick. That would be kind of sick. But yeah, I think this is the only thing I'm really lacking from playing Monster Hunter World is just trash mobs. You know, just the ability to feel overpowered and kill something. Maybe.
I want to be able to like get chased by a monster, and while we have to like swing from trees and the floor is lava, so you can't like touch the ground, and we're getting chased, and you have to fight the monster. I don't know, while swinging, kind of, you know.
Dude, play Insect Glaive. That's kind of how it is.
True.
No,
True.
no, they've been good about adding mechanics. You know, with the behemoth fight, they put in tanking, really reading his moves as far as what spell he's casting and things like that. With Devil Joe, you had to be more strategic with your traps and how you attacked him, even when he was trapped, because he could still attack back. You know,
Yeah.
so they've been pretty good about adding mechanics. One that would be cool too is an ad phase. Man, I just want small shit to kill, dude. But an ad phase where like you put some kind of slime or something on a monster and all the mini Jagresses come out and start eating it or whatever, you know, to weaken him. That would be
Yeah.
cool, man. I think that would be a cool mechanic. Oh, and then cool, you know, we have to break off all his parts and things like that with more than one group. Yeah, just adding more mechanics would be insanely fun, I think, in that game, which they've been good about so far. Um, so we'll see, man. We'll see how I feel in 5 months when it gets closer to February. Speaking of Resident Evil, they released new footage, man, of Claire's gameplay, and it's her fighting William Birkin, one of the main bosses in the game, dude. Oh, it looks so good, man. I can't wait to play this, dude.
Where did they release this trailer? Is it from Gamescom
Yeah, I think it's from
or
Gamescom.
Gamescast?
Yeah, it was from Gamescom. It was, you know what? I don't even think it was released in America because it's on a Japanese YouTube site. But it's exactly what it is. It's just a boss fight where you're where she's fighting William Birkin in his first form when just his arm is all crazy and he has that eye on his shoulder. So she's fighting him there, and it's so stressful, man, because they don't show the reticle. So she's aiming and shooting, but you don't know what she's aiming at. So the whole time in my head, I'm going, "No, dude, shoot him in the eyeball, in the shoulder, shoot him!" And he's swinging around this pipe with his strong hand and just belting her with it, and you can tell it hurts, dude. I was like, "Oh no!" And I think she dies actually in the trailer or in this gameplay. Like whoever's playing just totally dies because she gets grabbed in the head and then it just goes to black. There was a cool point though where she did get grabbed in the head, and you know there's defensive items in the game now, like a knife. You know, so if you get grabbed by a zombie and you have the knife in your inventory, you could stab him to get him off you without taking any damage. You know. So
Yeah.
she got grabbed. She totally threw a grenade at the ground behind him, and it blew up, and that made him drop her. So I'm excited for that too. That looked amazing. That's some story notes in there. She found Sherry, and something that totally different that didn't happen in the original game. The commissioner or chief of police or whatever came out and like started shooting at her and stuff. So I'm excited, man. Ever since I played this game at Comic-Con, dude, it's just been on my mind, bro. I brought my shirt to Australia, and I don't know if I remember if I told you, but it glows in the dark. I like wore that shit with full pride.
What?
Just like a little kid, you glow in the dark shirt and shit, dude. Just not ashamed at all. But yeah, no, super excited for Resident Evil 2. Oh, you know what it was for? It was for the 2080 Ti, by the way, which got announced this week too. Like, yeah, it was a packed week this week, man. But when they revealed the 2080 Ti, they revealed that Resident Evil 2 is going to be on PC as well. And with the Ti, you could run it at 4K, 60 FPS, just super smooth. And it did.
Oh my
It looked
God.
super good, man. It looked super
Yeah.
good. I mean, unfortunately, I'm still going to buy it on
PS4 Pro.
Yeah, just because the more time goes on, the more games fuck up my computer, man. Like especially the good looking ones. I realized I just gotta stick to Shovel Knight, all these 2D like games, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Starbound, all the new games, but they look old. I gotta stick with those.
We still gotta beat Terraria. We haven't
That's
even
true.
beaten that.
We gotta beat Terraria, but that boss is ass, dude.
I
think there were
don't
two
remember.
bosses.
We were close to it actually beating it.
Oh wait, you're right. So there's the skeleton that we never beat, and then there was that other brain down at the bottom. Remember?
Yeah,
Where you
yeah.
just watched Dustin and I die because he was becoming invisible and becoming visible again, and yeah, that was crazy. One day we'll get back into Terraria, dude. Um,
Or State of Decay that me and
that's
Pat
true.
should
Oh
have talked
yeah,
about today.
we're so spoiled. I was gonna say that too because all the DLC in Monster Hunter World has been free, right? I think
Yep.
earlier today when we were talking about, oh, there's gonna be an expansion for State of Decay 2. The first thing we thought of, oh man, if we have to pay, I don't know if we're gonna buy it. And then we realized, oh, it's free too. We're gonna do it, dude. So that'll be fun. We've throughout playing State of Decay 2, we hear about the Red Talon, and we get to trade with them, and they just have the biggest guns. They look like SWAT team members and all this stuff.
Fuck yeah.
But you
And their
can,
guns are futuristic, or at
yeah,
least they
dude.
sound futuristic, and they kill super fast.
Yeah, and when you try to kill them or attack them, you can't do anything with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now, you know, there's going to be a horde mode where you play as the Red Talon, and if you're successful in the horde mode, you get to recruit that person into your community. So it'll be good times, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for that. That'll get us back into there. But going back to the 2080 Ti, how do you feel about the price tag on that thing?
What is the price tag on that thing? Because I have not looked it up yet.
$1,200.
Oh God! They just keep multiplying the prices of video cards. You know, like back in the day, it was like, I don't know, like $300, and then all of a sudden it became $600, and now you're saying it's $1,200.
$1,200, dude.
Is that the max you can get? The best card you can get?
Well, you know what? I think so, actually.
Because I wanted to start at $1,200, and then they're like, oh yeah, that's the cheapest one. You know, next one is $1,500.
Oh no,
That's a computer. God damn.
yeah, I think that is how much I paid for my computer, dude.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you know what? That's the Ti. So that is the most expensive one. The 2080 is $800, and the 2070 is $600.
I'm just gonna stick with the 1070, 1080.
How much?
So when that releases, it's gonna be probably go down by $100.
So that's what I was reading too, right? That's what I was reading too. Is that the prices for these are so high that the demand for the 1080s and 1070s are gonna jump up higher. Yeah, man.
Oh my God, you're right.
So people
Supply
will be
and
buying
demand.
those. Yeah, so people will be buying those more, and those prices are gonna jump up. Oh man.
I'm just gonna get a 980.
That's not too long ago. Not too long ago, those were $800, man. Now look at it. You know, this 2070 might not be bad. $599 for a 2070.
$599, but if you think about it, that was like as much as a 980 back in the day.
That's
$600. So
that's true. That's true. How much is a 980 now?
I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna look right now.
So all Rick's looking that up. Yeah, and then see, because with me, my computer is about 4-5 years old. I would just have to build a brand new computer, man.
Yeah, exactly. Oh wait, it's 340.
Oh, so that's not too bad actually.
No, not bad.
I don't know, but if you're gonna build a computer now, you might as well get the latest and greatest.
Yeah, 1070. I just want to look at that.
How much that is?
Yeah, $400. So not bad, I guess. 1080 is $400.
Wait, what? A 1080 right now is $400.
Oh wait, $500. It's on discount.
Okay.
Oh no, 450. It's almost
Rick, give me a price, dude.
450 for a 8 GB version of a 1080.
Okay.
Holy crap, yeah. I guess the price went down for a little bit.
Just because the announcement of this one.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's too bad I'm trying to buy too much stuff right now, dude. The last thing on my mind is upgrading my computer, dude.
At this point, I think we both have to upgrade to like the higher version of RAM and better cards, and we can still use our hard drives, you know, technically. We can use the case and the fans.
Yeah,
But
but
the
those cost those are the
motherboard and the
cheapest things on our
RAM.
computers.
Exactly. We gotta upgrade the RAM, the motherboard, and yeah, and the CPU. Oh fuck. Yeah, the
The
CPU.
CPU and the motherboard are gonna be great. CPUs are the most expensive part too, yeah. Especially for the new ones, those are over $500 as well. So
Yeah,
just
well
for
now they're getting taken over by the GPUs.
yeah,
So fuck. Yeah.
RIP, man. Yep, I won't get a new computer for a while. I'll just stick with mine, dude. It just came on console. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Resident Evil 2. So, one day, man, if we win the lotto, we'll just make computers for everybody so we could play. I think they were showing another trailer of either Battlefield 5 or Call of Duty Black Ops 4, where there was an explosion or something, and it showed the explosion in the eyes of one of the characters who was looking at the explosion, like, get these graphics, and you're like, oh god, dude, am I really gonna pay attention to that if I'm shooting people?
You can probably see all of the bullets that passed you in slow motion.
Right. So when did the 1080s come out? That was 2 years ago, right? 2 or 3 years ago.
A year ago? 2 years ago.
Really? Was it?
Yeah, something like that.
It doesn't feel like a long time ago. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. When you were talking earlier about Sekiro too, Sekiro got announced, I think December of 2016. Yeah, just 8 months ago, technically.
8 months ago? 2016 or
Yeah,
2017?
Oh no, 2017. You're right. 2017. Because we were excited for it. I remember because we saw just a little teaser or whatever at the Game Awards. And then we were saying to ourselves, oh, we're going to go to PlayStation Experience. They're going to show it during the press conference in the beginning. And that was the snooze fest that we went to, man.
I know I felt bad. I was hyping it up and everything. And I was like, oh, man, this is all right. This is just okay.
Oh, man. But, yeah. No, it's exciting. Resident Evil 2. It's gonna be huge. I still dream about it every night, dude. After playing the demo.
Did you play it on VR?
Oh no, hell no, I didn't play it. I don't think it is in VR.
You should.
If it is, that'd be
should.
scary, dude. Because yeah, it's not.
It was.
No, because it's not first person like Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 is first person, so that's why you're able to play that in VR. Resident Evil 2 is third person, so let's see what else we got. What else do we got coming out at Gamescom besides those? Oh, Devil May Cry 5 got a release date too. It's gonna be in a year. August 3rd 2019 is when that's coming out. Did you see this trailer, by the way?
No, I have not. And I was like gonna say, I was like, man, I think I fell pretty far off from Devil May Cry.
So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna spoil it for you, dude. It's so crazy. This trailer is so crazy. I think it's Nero, because Nero's the main character, I think, in this game. It's just him whooping ass in the beginning, right? I think he's fighting the same bosses we've seen in the trailers before and all that. But Dante rolls up in the end, just like he did in the trailer during E3. He rolls up in the end on his motorcycle, jumps off his motorcycle, like does a front flip off of it, but he's still holding the handlebars, pulls his motorcycle in half and starts beating people up with his motorcycle, dude.
Oh my god.
You have to see it to believe it. It's so over the top, and I wasn't even mad. You know, I thought to myself, you know what? This is Devil May Cry. It was crazy, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's supposed to be about demon hunting, and it had that Resident Evil feel of like
The first
survival.
one? Yeah.
And then now it's like everything is all action based. You
Yeah.
can do backflips off the wall. You can fall off a tower and live. And I was just like, man, I don't know. It changed completely.
Correct me if I'm wrong. There were puzzles in the first one, right? There were like low key mini puzzles or something.
Yeah, like Resident Evil stuff. Like you
Yeah.
had to find the key, and then
There
you
you
had to
go.
go to like a books and find a book. I don't know, hidden orb of, and there's like secret lore to it.
Yeah.
It's just that felt pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, he's shirtless. You got to do backflip. You got to beat up people with your motorcycle, and get an ice cream, beating people up with ice cream. It's like, god damn, dude.
It's so anime, dude. Oh, coming back to it too. Speaking of anime, what happened to Code Vein, man?
Oh, I don't know.
That
Let
got
me
delayed
Google
again.
that right now.
Google that up, and while Rick's googling that got delayed again, which makes Sekiro's release that much better, dude. I mean, that got announced basically less than a year ago. It's gonna come out from release or from announcement to release, like 15 months, man. That's easy peasy. Shoutouts to friggin' From Software, dude. I'm sticking by their word. Meanwhile, Code Vein got announced what? Years ago, I think.
2017, it says. It was first revealed April 2017.
And it's already...
And it's delayed till 2019.
Yeah, Jesus, shit. Okay. There you go, man. Shoutouts to From Software from annihilating their competition, man. I remember we were so excited. Oh, anime Dark Souls. And then, From Software makes their own anime Dark Souls.
Yeah.
So that was it with Devil May Cry 5, man. I just thought that was super ridiculous. Here's Dante. I'm ready for him to bust out Ebony and Ivory and use his sword, dude. Nah. Or transform into Sparta or something. Psych. He's just gonna use his motorcycle and beat the shit out of people.
Exactly.
Oh man. Another release date that got announced was Shenmue 3. The only reason I'm bringing this up, right? It's gonna be released almost exactly a year from now, August 27th, 2019. Dang, August is gonna be kind of huge.
Wait, didn't they release number 1 and 2?
Yes, they re-released 1 and 2 this past week too. So it gives people plenty of time to finish those and then get
on Steam or PS4.
I think everything. I'm not sure on Steam. I know for sure on PS4. So that means it's probably on Xbox as well.
I Google that right now.
But yeah, so it gives people plenty of time to go back and relive the memories. I heard it plays exactly like the original Shenmue 1 and 2, so the controls are kind of trash. But if you can suffer through it, then you get to just ride through a revolutionary game that inspired so much, like Yakuza, Grand Theft Auto, all these open world games. I think were really spawned from Shenmue.
$30 on Steam.
Okay, nice. There you go. I think that's how much it is too on PlayStation. It might be cheaper if you're PlayStation Plus, but anyways. So that's coming out next year. The only reason I bring that up is because it got announced during Sony's press conference at E3 in 2015. Right?
God damn, that was far away.
Yeah, no, that's over 3 years ago, right? Another game that got announced that same day, that same press conference. You want to make a guess, dude?
2016.
No, 2015. What other game was announced at that press conference? Do you remember?
Final Fantasy.
Yes, Final Fantasy VII Remake was also announced at that press conference. And we haven't heard shit. So it's crazy. That's like a milestone. You know what I mean? Although it did take, I guess, from the day it comes out to the day it was announced, just like we talked about with Sekiro, that's 4 years. 4 years and 2 months, basically. 4 years and a month,
Yeah.
We're still counting, Square. We're still counting for Final Fantasy VII Remake, dude. That's all we need in the world, bro. Come on.
Tetsuya Nomura concedes that Final Fantasy VII Remake was announced too early.
Of course he did. Of course he fucking did. I think there was another report that said he didn't know he was going to be the director or something until he saw the trailer at E3, dude. So RIP.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like, wait, what am I working on?
You're like, what the fuck?
At this
still
point,
on Kingdom Hearts. What the hell?
I know. At this point, I don't care if it's episodic. I don't give a shit. Just have it come out, dude. Let me play this game completely remade.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
I'll be mad though if they like released it in episodes. So it's like, okay, episode 1 you can play for like, I don't know, 10 hours, and then we'll release the next one in like a year from now.
Oh God! See, and seeds are so tricky. Ooh, they're so tricky. You saw my rationalization there. Like, I don't even care if it's episodic. Just come out with it. So maybe that's what it is. They're making us wait. They're making us fiend for it even more, so that we're accepting of the episodes.
Because that's how they did with like 15. You know, like they came out with the game and then they released the extra DLCs as episodes or something like that.
But those episodes aren't really necessary for the story, right?
No, I think they're like kind of preludes to the story, and they run alongside the story or something like that.
Yeah, see, if they came out, okay, you can play the game until you get out of Midgar, and then the next episode is you leaving Midgar, I would be annoyed. I would be pissed. You know, because that was such a crazy part of the game, you know, getting through that first town, going to, where was it, Nibelheim or whatever that small village is, for Cloud's flashback. Like, that was such a crazy part of the game, you know, that if I get through the entire first part and then they're like, okay, wait 4 months for the next episode to come out, I will be pissed, man. I will be pissed.
Watching the trailer too right now, and it looks amazing.
Wait. For what? For Resident Evil?
For 7.
Oh, yeah. What, the actual gameplay one? Or
yeah. Where Barry, they're like control of Barry, and he's like shooting, and oh damn.
Yeah, man.
It's good.
Square, get it together, dude. Get it together. Shenmue's coming out next year. What are you doing over there? And it was a Kickstarter. Shenmue 3 was a Kickstarter, and it still came through way faster than... Oh my god. That's so crazy. Final Fantasy 7 Remake should have just been a Kickstarter. I bet you they would have made way more money. You think?
Yeah. Maybe we should start our Kickstarter and just hire Final Fantasy 7 fans to make the game.
No shit, huh?
Like, what do you think happened in the game, guys? And then just create the story from their thoughts.
I know, right? We totally just rewrite the story. Eris lives, dude. He kills Yuffie instead. Like, if you recruit her a certain way.
That would be pretty interesting.
That'd be crazy, man.
He stabs Vincent. He's like, gotcha, bitch.
Dude, speaking of Vincent, have you ever played Dirge of Cerberus?
No, I haven't.
I never played that either.
It was all right. It got like 7s out of 10 everywhere.
Yeah.
But my cousin says he loves it a lot.
I'd be willing to try that out, because that's like a shooter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be willing to try that out.
But they said Crisis Core was really good, so you still gotta hop on that one.
You can't even play that legally anymore. You gotta emulate that bitch.
Yeah, PSP, I think.
That's crazy. Because it's actually on like a game disc. You can't just download it from the store either. So
yeah, I had like a Japanese version, but it had the subtitles
in English.
Yeah, but I just never launched it or played it.
Gotcha. Let's see. Anything else from Gamescom? Ace Combat 7, your game, dude. Got more.
I saw the trailer that came out with it. It looked pretty cool. It's just, I hope everything is gonna be like a good story. It looked like they're anime characters, or
really?
Yeah, kind of like Final Fantasy characters. And I was like, because you know, when you play the games, you don't really see people at all. You know, you're just in the jet going on these sorties and whatnot. And then now they're like, it looks like there's Final Fantasy characters flying jets, and I was like, okay, you know, that sounds cool, but I hope they bring out the inspiration of you wanting to be a fighter pilot, because that's how number 4 was, at least to me, and to everybody that loved number 4. They said that, you know, it was a really great game because you felt like you were the hero that saved the war or something like that, you know, won the war.
Yeah.
And so that's why when you play the other games now, the later games, the hero from that game is, you have to fight him in the other games, like as an ace, because he's an ace pilot.
Yeah.
And he's really difficult to beat. So I just hope that you know, the story is good, or at least gives me inspiration to go and attack the other fighter pilots and stuff. So not just shoot them down.
My question is, there anime hair, still hold its shape under that helmet, dude. If there is a helmet hair mechanic, that would be amazing. Game of the
They're all
year, dude.
sweating and
I know.
shit.
And the guy walks in with hair like Goku or Cloud, and then after the mission, he takes off his helmet and it's all flat. Oh, dude, that'd
It's
be
all
so
flat.
good. Yeah, that'd be so good. Dude. Attention to detail, man. That got a release date too, January 18th. So that's coming up a lot sooner. I think it got delayed too. I think that was supposed to come out this year.
Good, because I still need a VR headset and I need to get all this stuff ready for Ace Combat. I need to make a cockpit.
I know that flips whenever you flip and all that.
Oh, dude, that'd be fucking sick. You get those gyros, spinning chairs, and oh.
So that's
good idea.
That's January 18th. That's not too long from now. But that did get delayed earlier. I think it was supposed to come out because that got announced. I think our first PlayStation experience we went to, so 2016. So
yeah, and that's the first time I played VR ever in my life. Was that first game?
Yeah, so that'd be good, man. I'm excited for you. I hope that game is good, dude.
So far it looks good. It's just I just hope the story is good, or it gives me a reason why to shoot down these guys, not just shoot down these guys.
Anything else, dude? Oh, a game that stood out to me. I think it got announced at E3 as well. But it's this game called A Plague Tale, and it's about rats, dude. Rats that just are in a swarm and just eat you. You know what I mean? And the way to have them disperse or like get them away from you is by having a light source, so like a lantern or something that you have to hold, and as long as you hold it, then
that gives me anxiety.
rats,
and
like,
then like
don't
it
eat
goes
you.
out or something.
Yeah, that's the danger. If the light goes out. I love that mechanic, man.
I hate that mechanic.
There's a mechanic like that in Last of Us, I think, in Gears of War. I love those levels because they're not necessarily stealth levels. Stealth levels are kind of cool too, but if I were to pick, stealth levels would be my least favorite. But I like these kind of levels where there's like an objective that you have to hold on to, that you have to keep, you know what I mean? In order to go
anxiety
through.
levels.
Whether
like...
whether I can stand a whole game, like 8 hours plus of it, is another story. But like if that was the only thing you did for the whole game was hold a lantern or throw like a lit arrow at a light source to get the rats away from you or something. If that's all it was for 8 hours, I would be mad. that's kind of a good level, not a whole game, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna bring up like it's like Demon Souls, just going down to that skeleton area where there's like no light at all, and you have to hold a lantern instead of a shield. Yeah. I'll be so mad because I spent like 5 days or maybe 5 weeks on that shit, just like trying to inch my way across the darkness.
Do the sounds too that they make, the breathing sounds that the ones on all fours make. Oh, that's so trash. I hate that so much. And they mess with you too. They purposefully mess with you, right? Because I don't know if you remember when you walk towards that part where it starts to get really dark, you could see like the exit, like this huge exit to that cave, and there's rocks and stuff that make out a silhouette like it's an enemy, you know? So you're just like walking forward inch by inch trying to lock onto it, you know, and it's not an enemy, it's a bunch of rocks, and the enemy is actually next to you and attacks you from the side. From software, dude, swear to God.
And I hate the archers in there too, like they're sniping you in the darkness. I'm like, god damn it.
And then the ones, those little turd piles that come out from the walls and shit with all the arms, dude, those guys suck too, man. But
great game.
Great game. But that game looks interesting. If they can change up the gameplay any other way throughout it, I think that'd be a solid game. Because it's a huge escort mission with 2 kids that you're just trying to get through this, and it looks like it's a battlefield. You know, there's like knights patrolling this battlefield. That's why all the rats are there. They're eating the dead bodies and stuff. You know, I think there was a part where you have a sling and you can throw a rock and take out one of the soldiers' lanterns, and then the rats start eating him, and then you could walk around it. It's kind of raw, dude. So I don't know if it has more than just that mechanic. I think that's gonna shape up to be a good game. I think everything that's come out so far for it has just been early alpha stuff anyway. So hopefully they go around and diversify it a little bit. What else, man? What else is going on?
There's this game I'm interested in. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's called The Liar, Princess, and the Blind, and it's by
What?
the people that made Disgaea.
Okay.
And I'll show you the trailer later. But basically, the princess looks like she's a monster or something, and she like sings like really soft notes, and then it tracks the prince. But then something happens. The prince like has his eyes damaged, and then looks like the monster asks some sort of witch, and she becomes like a girl, and then so the princess, the monster princess, is like leading the blind prince around or something like that. So it looks interesting, and I just since it's by people that made Disgaea, they always make great games, good stories, and all that. So
And it's all
I
like
might check it out.
anime style and stuff too, right? With the sprites and stuff.
Kind of, it's like sprites, using
Okay.
a little bit of like the sprites, but
Yeah.
the story is what's captivating. Like the liar princess is lying to the blind prince that it looks like she's lying that she's an actual human princess.
Oh, which is
But in
actually
reality,
a monster.
she's a monster.
Oh.
And she's like leading him around, and it looks like a love story too.
So is it like turn based or is it like an escort
Oh,
mission?
I
too?
don't know. It's just
okay.
like a basic trailer of
Okay.
what the story might turn out to be. But I'm
Okay.
gonna definitely pick that up.
What's the developer? Is it Atlas? Isn't?
NIS.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nice, dude. Nice.
NIS.
What else is going on? Oh, there's a Pokemon Go update, and people thought their accounts were getting deleted.
Oh yeah, today.
Speaking of Pokemon Go, yeah, dude, Ho-Oh today, man, crazy.
I know. Ho for what? Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And when Lugia came out, I remember I was struggling. Like I was in LA, nobody was around me to help me get Lugia. And then when I got back from LA to San Diego, it was already nighttime, so I couldn't get Lugia. And then I had to go to Las Vegas on Monday, so it's like I couldn't get Lugia for a while. But then Eric pulled through and managed to get me Lugia. But today was all about Ho-Oh, and I'm glad that we were able to get you out there. And but the thing was, I caught a Ho-Oh before, and it was very difficult. Like it wiped our team out. I only had a team of 8 people. It had Solar Beam, Weather Boost. So basically, it was one-shotting everybody. It went through 3 of my teams, and we wiped with 7 people, but we had 8. So we managed to beat it just barely, and I was able to catch it after like 10 Pokeballs. And then unfortunately, like Scott couldn't catch Ho-Oh and it escaped him. But today, when we beat it like pretty quickly because I guess we had so many people. And then you like caught it with your first Pokeball?
The first Pokeball throw. Yeah, dude.
I was like, wow, your luck is crazy.
It was, to be fair, it was easier. It was easier than Zapdos. Zapdos, the target was way smaller, and he was moving around a lot more, I feel like, than Ho-Oh was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I caught him with the first one. The second one, though, I caught it with the second to last Pokeball. So that one, I kind of sweat a little bit, dude.
But it was good,
yeah.
like we were able to get a lot of Ho-Hos today, and I think the best part of the day was mainly riding those scooters around again. Like
were
Eric
cruising,
brought in. Yeah, dude, it was pretty cool. Like even though we couldn't find our group for a while, we were just cruising through Balboa, and it was like making me want to really buy a scooter.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Especially when we were done, and we had to walk back to your car. We felt so slow walking to your car, man. I needed the wind in my hair, dude. Just 17 miles an hour. Pure speed, dude. Going through. Because we were pushing it today, man. Because there was like that one parking lot that was just completely empty. We wanted to see how fast Eric's skateboard went. Because he has a motor skateboard that he has. He has sport mode on it, right? That can just go super duper fast. So you want to push it to the limits. And I think the speedometer on the scooters we had, it said 17 miles an hour, and he was still smoking us, dude. So that's crazy.
And then it was like kind of like I thought he was gonna fall when he
definitely
kind of swerved a little,
speed wobbled. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh no.
And before that, he was just telling us about how he tightened up his trucks too, man. So that's crazy that he still speed wobbled on that.
But it was pretty fun, you know, like we were going pretty fast all over the place, in and out of people, and I was like thinking, damn, I know that you're probably gonna buy one of those motorized skateboards, and maybe Scott might buy the scooters. And eventually I'm gonna have to pick it up too.
And we're just gonna have a gang of, you know, motorized scooters.
Fuck yeah,
we should make jackets and
like
shit
LEDs.
too. We should make jackets and shit too. That'd be crazy.
Oh shit, what would be on the jackets? I don't know,
man.
Dragons or something.
Yeah.
White jackets. I want white jackets.
White jackets. Oh, I know, with your white shoes, dude. Rick has the cleanest Vans right now. I think they've been cleaner since the damn Daniel videos, dude. But it actually made me strain my eyes when he stood out in the sun, man.
Gotta look good for the scooters.
Gotta look good for the Pokemon hunting, man.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, and then we're going at good enough speed to actually walk the eggs on those scooters.
Oh yeah,
so.
yeah.
We spent what, an hour on those
riding the
scooters, and we only spent like $10.
Yeah, yeah. No, I thought it was gonna be a lot more for sure. So no, it was good, man. Yeah, a lot of people out today too, huh? A lot of people.
Exactly, and that's the thing. I didn't see them when I was looking for Lugia, but ho, everybody was out.
Yeah, and it was like you said, man. Like you've said before, people of all ages, races, you know, just everybody was out there. Old people that you didn't expect to be playing shit like that. Younger people, like that little kid that was out there when we caught, I think it was the second one. The second OO.
Second raid,
yeah. And then he pulls up and he goes, "Oh, mine is shiny. Look, Dad, I got a shiny one. I think it's shiny."
Like, you're gonna get kidnapped, kid.
And he kept saying it over and over. And his dad at one point was like, "I think we all heard you, buddy." You can tell like his dad was fed up too, man.
Yeah. I bet you the dad wanted the shiny. He's probably gonna steal his shiny when he's sleeping.
If I was his dad, I would trade him a Pidgey for that shit. But yeah, there was everybody out there, man. It was crazy. It's crazy stuff, dude. But always good times Pokemon hunting. I got a lot of new stuff today too. I think I was able to evolve a bunch of Pokemon that I'd never had before. So that was good too. It kind of sucks, man. I think. What are you at right now with the original 150? Are you at 148 or something like that?
148. I think we both are at 148.
I'm at 146 because I don't have Articuno.
Wait, me? Oh yeah, Articuno and Mew.
Yeah, I don't have Articuno, Mew,
Moltres, and Mr. Mime and Farfetch.
There you go. Those are the 5 that I'm missing. So I think you have Articuno over me, and you have Mew too, right?
Yeah, you're gonna get Mew later, and then forever, I still have Articuno for you. So
okay,
that will tie us at the 148, and then we just need what, Farfetch and
Mr. Mime,
Mr. Mime, and
dude, we gotta find someone that's going to Europe, bro. We gotta find.
You already found somebody going to Japan, so
yeah,
you're gonna be one up on
I'm
me
actually gonna
soon.
I just gotta hit him up and let him know what's up. But how about that, man?
Remember when you killed us in Day by Daylight?
I know, dude.
You owe me.
PlayStation experience, dude. How's that though, motherfuckers? I'm the most casual Pokemon Go player out there, dude. Getting the OG 150. That's gonna be the goal, though.
Yeah,
dude. We gotta find someone going to Europe for real, man. Jesus.
Dude,
Mr. Mime.
I think I will be going there in like 3 or 4 years.
Oh,
but that's gonna be a while.
God damn it.
Maybe I'll try to make it a goal for like 2 years from now.
Yeah. That's funny, man. But yeah, Pokemon Go is always a good time, man. Caught a lot of other Pokemon. Like I said, evolved a bunch too. So when's the next big one coming up?
I think people are speculating it's supposed to be Moltres next.
Because they did Moltres already, right? I think that was before I started playing again, really. Oh, okay. So that was even before you started playing too, huh?
Yeah, but then they did Ho Ho also, like in June, I think.
Oh, okay.
So
So there's a
maybe
chance
they're
it'll come back.
cycling through everything. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Fair enough, dude. That'd be good times. So if Articuno comes out again, I might have to spend money on this game. Maybe, dude. Maybe. Maybe. Because yeah,
No,
today
you
I
will.
just did my
You will.
two. I just did my two free raids because I had a raid pass already, and then I got another one for today, and that was it. I was pretty much done. But it was cool, like kicking it and stuff. Um, but yeah,
I know,
Pokemon Go.
especially with the group too,
Yeah,
that we were with, which was fun. You know, chasing all the Pokemon, but we kind of left them behind with our scooters and stuff.
they took the tram, dude. They got it out.
True that. True that.
What else, man? Anything else going on? Oh, I started playing Beyond Two Souls. Um, I think the same people that made this game made Heavy Rain, and I just love Heavy Rain. That's one of my favorite games for sure. I played the shit out of that when it first came out on PS3. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
to finally play the follow up, which also came out on PS3, but the remastered version or the PS4 version came out on PlayStation Plus for free. So I thought I might as well play it. It's definitely different from what do you call it? It's definitely different from Heavy Rain already. In this game, you play as Ellen Page, the chick from Juno, and she has like this ghost or something, this entity that she can control, and this entity can move stuff like a poltergeist. It can like possess people and things like that, and she can control it third person. It can go through walls and everything like that. But I guess there's a limit to how often she could use it, because then her
Mhm.
nose starts to bleed and stuff. Um,
Wow.
Throughout the game. And I don't know. I guess the only thing I don't like about the game so far is the timeline is so sporadic. I think the game starts off and she's an adult, and then after the next scene is when she's a kid. So I'm like, okay, cool. We're gonna go through her origin story about how she got her powers and stuff, right? And then she goes and does some tests with her ghost. The next scene, she's like a teenager, and then the scene after that, she's back to being a kid, and then the scene after that, she's an adult. I'm like, okay, wait. Let's pick a timeline here, dude. Come on. And I think it's my fault too, because in the beginning it says, "Do you want to play it in chronological order, or do you want to play it in the original order?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'll just play it as it was intended to be played." Jokes on me. They're just trying to confuse you, man, with all this stuff and to piece it together in the end.
Damn, you gotta think about it too.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
happened?
And
Yeah.
I really wasn't going into the game thinking about it. But now that I realize what's going on, in Heavy Rain, you had to think about it too, right? You had
Yep.
to think about the story and the possibilities of who the killer could be and all that. So, but so far so good. What's one of the highlights so far? Oh, I went to so I think Ellie's being raised in a military base or something like that, where they're doing tests on her and everything and training her to be this operative to do assassinations and things like that, with her ghost power. And so she doesn't really have any friends. So when she's a
Mm.
teenager, she goes to this birthday party for one of the daughters of like one of the employees at the school she's at. And I don't know. It's weird being in controlling like a teenage girl, dude. Like there's a guy hitting on you, and I was like turning him down the whole time. I was like, no, don't fall for this bullshit. You know what I mean? And then he tries to slow dance with you and make out with you, and I'm like, nah, man, I'm a good girl, dude. I'm not gonna fucking betray my caretaker, who is Willem Dafoe, by the way. Shout outs to him. He's in he plays Green Goblin in the first Spider-Man. If you don't know who Willem Dafoe is, I don't know if you've ever seen. Oh man, Boondock Saints, but he's in Boondock Saints too, with one of the most ridiculous scenes. I think he has
Which
to
guy?
in Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
He's not one of the two guys. He's like a cop that sees all their dirty work and tries to break down what happened at their crime scenes.
Uh.
But there's this one part in Boondock Saints, right, where he has to distract some guards or something like that. He takes it upon himself to dress up as a woman and like seduce the guards, and he goes all the way, dude. He goes all the way, goes to the bathroom with them, starts making out with them and stuff. And it's not until like he starts getting undressed, like that's when he pulls out his gun, or that's when he starts choking out the guy. I was like, really, dude? You could have just done this
Damn.
way earlier. We went all the way with it. But Boondock Saints is one of those like cult classic movies anyway, so there had to be some fuckery in it somewhere. Anyways, so this guy's trying to make out with you and all this stuff, and I don't do it. I don't know if it's any different if I make out with him or not, but I end up getting bullied. Like they say, oh man, you're just a freak, blah blah blah, all this stuff. They lock me in a closet or whatever.
Loser.
I know, right? I felt so bad. I was really this teenage girl getting bullied right now, man. I felt so horrible. They locked me under the stairs like Harry Potter and shit, dude.
Shit.
So of course they didn't know about me, man, right? I got this homie. The ghost's name is Aiden, I think, too. I got my homie Aiden. He busts me out from under the stairs, and I have a choice, right? I can either walk out the door, or I could fuck these kids' day up. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I fucked their day up. So it's probably the most fun I've ever had. It's just getting revenge on these bullies, dude. So I control the ghost. I go into the next room. I start flipping chairs, flipping tables, throwing chairs at people, turning on and off the lights, dude. And I think there's one point where you can knock this candle off of a ledge or something, and it goes super near the curtains, and you can light the curtains on fire and I guess essentially burn down the house, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm gonna walk away here, and it gives you the choice to walk away, you know? So it was good, man. And as I'm walking away, the girl whose birthday party it is, she's like, you bitch. I was like, yup, I could have burnt down your house though. Later. Follow me on Instagram, ho. Or whatever fucking teenage girls do nowadays, dude. It was great, man. That was a highlight for sure. And that's not even like the gameplay where I joined the CIA, which I'm sure is not the real way you join the CIA. She goes through like all this training and stuff. It's kind of funny. But so far so good. I don't think I'm too far into it yet. I only played it for a couple hours, so I'm thinking this game has got to be long, you know, just like Heavy Rain was. And so far, I don't know. I haven't seen, because you know you can make choices just like a Telltale game.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen how my choices affect anything, so we'll see. Maybe I'm actually just getting through the tutorial. I don't know it yet. There's actually way more to this game. I'm just not at that point yet, man.
I just realized every time we're on the podcast, you're talking about every different game or starting a new game.
Yeah, because I sure as hell didn't finish. What do you call it, dude? Xenogears. I haven't even touched that shit.
Xenogears. What's that other game with the two girls? I forgot.
The two girls.
I don't remember what it was like a blue hair girl, like an emo girl, the one that can rewind time or something.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely didn't finish that either. I think that's next on my backlog. Life is Strange. Life is Strange.
There you go. And then you're talking about the samurai one, and
oh no, that I finished. Way of the Samurai. Yeah,
yeah,
I finished 3 and got a good ending. I finished 4 and just got a shitty ending. The one where I ended up getting boiled in water or something like that.
Wow, shit.
And I don't know. I think because Way of the Samurai 3, it's so easy to play through an instance of that game, you know? Like, if you want to finish the game, you could finish the game real quick. This one, it seems like there's way more involved. Like, there's a lot more choices you can make as far as getting different results that I kind of got overwhelmed. So I was fine with getting boiled in a pot. I don't know. One day I'll play it again. But so far I'm satisfied with what I did. I got some pretty strong swords because a lot of the mechanic in that game is to get the swords off your enemies, disassemble them, and then reassemble them to make your own custom sword. So that was I think by the end I made a pretty good sword. I just made a super big like Nodachi or whatever. It's this long ass 2-handed sword. It was just outranging people all day.
Dang.
So it was good times, man. But no, I did finish that one. So that's one I did finish, dude. Life is Strange for sure, and Xenogears. I gotta get my shit together and get on those because, dude, in 2 weeks, man, Spider-Man is coming out, bruh.
I know. I was watching it in one of those trailers where I think it was like the reporter, like talking about how he's discontent with Spider-Man doing flips around in the city, and I was like, man, this is inspiring me to do some backflips in real life and shit like that. But I was like, oh, hey, I'm getting old. I can't be doing that yet. I gotta work out first.
Well, yeah, I guess we can talk more about that next week as it comes closer, dude. That's oh man, I was just reading something that the game time or the amount of time it'll take to finish Spider-Man, it'll be 20 plus hours. So, oh, that's gonna be good, dude. Just want to
Yeah.
be in that world for as long as I can for a purpose, you know.
I know, save every side mission, save
Exactly,
every
exactly.
cat, dog, everything.
I want to fight the lizard in the sewers, dude. I want to, even though he's not in the main
Exactly.
story, I want to just have those like random encounters like you talk about from Arkham City, dude.
Yo, that
That'd
would
be
be pretty
awesome.
sick. Yeah.
But yeah, you got anything else, man? What else? You been just been playing Pokemon Go this week or what?
Yes. Okay, so I've been kind of playing with mods, and I was just like, I just got interested in Dead or Alive again.
Oh, okay, okay. On PC, you got it on PC.
Yeah, on PC, so I like have different versions of it, but basically I was like playing with mod because I think I don't remember where I saw it. It might have been like 4chan or something
Okay.
because 4chan is a great place to go. But basically you can mod all most of the characters to different types of characters online. So I was like modding it to like anime characters, and I was like, oh dude, this is pretty sick, you know. It's like it doesn't look buggy or anything like that, so it's like I don't have to buy the DLC because DLC in Dead or Alive is like freaking $100, and
Mm.
that's not even the game. That's just costumes of each of the
Oh, and you can
characters, and
just
I
get
was
it for
like,
free with the mods, right?
exactly, yeah. So I was playing with that, and then I was like thinking, I was like, man, how come there? I remember Dead or Alive used to be about like fighting, but then now it's all about like the sex appeal and like getting the VR stuff going, which I was like, okay, maybe they're gonna start doing VR, and then sure enough, like I think they're starting to do VR with Dead or Alive, where you can like fight the character, but you know it's like their boobs would be jiggling and you're like in front of them, and you know it's just I was like, oh man, they're getting away with murder right now. So like people, they're debating of having like the future Dead or Alive games onto PC because people are pretty good at cracking the online PC games,
Oh, sure, yeah.
and yeah, and like making all the types of mods that they can possibly can. So that I was messing with, and oh, and then I said my nephew got the PS4 Pro,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then like he hooked it up to my dad's 60-inch, and it's like a 4K TV, and I was like looking at it, and he was playing God of War, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man, this is amazing. Like all the graphics was completely fluid, and I was like,
Hmm.
man, I think I definitely need to get a PS4 Pro, especially for like Spider-Man, so I can play all that in HD
Oh
graphics, kind
yeah,
of,
yeah,
without
yeah,
that little laggy frame rate stuff. But
yeah.
yeah, it was amazing.
No, that's
That game,
my next big purchase. I think is a TV, dude.
yeah,
It was either a
because
TV or a scooter, and I think it might be a TV, man.
yeah, TV definitely. But lastly, I want to say is like I might actually get into the No Man's Sky because when
What?
I was reading that it is one of like the biggest comebacks for the game. Like when it started off, it was like I think pretty bad
Yeah.
and underwhelming. And then since they listened to all of the feedback, they've been developing nonstop like DLCs to fix the game, and it's all for free. And then I think it's like called No Man's Sky Next or something like that.
Hmm.
And it was releasing either this month or released this month, and it's supposed to add on like online multiplayer, more constructive things to do, fix all the bugs, do the things it promised it would do. And then I was like reading all the comments that like people are saying, yeah, they've been playing for a while, and it's definitely like they're glad that they made all these improvements. So it became from like one of like the shittiest game or something like that to one of like a great exploration game.
Hmm.
And I was
Hmm.
like, man, I don't know how viable these comments are, like they could have just released some simple fixes, but I think I might give it a shot,
Uh-huh.
like since it's not that pricey to begin
Yeah.
with.
My thing is, it's like um 3D Starbound, but you can't build a base. You can't really build anything, right? It's just
You
all
can now.
collecting. Oh, you can now. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, you can build like bases and all that, and they were building with like other players online, and then all of a sudden they just decided to warp from the planet all the way up to space, which was cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, there you go.
That's pretty cool.
3D Starbound. So let me know how that goes, man. It might be fun to multiplayer that shit up.
Hell yeah.
What else? What else we got? A lot more stuff, dude. A lot of stuff happened. As we just go over it real quick. Shovel Knight, Treasure Trove got announced. I'm not sure if it's a mobile game or something, but I'm all for that stuff.
Wait, I thought that game already come out. Treasure Trove?
Shovel Knight Treasure Trove?
Yeah.
I think no, they were just teasing it, or Yacht Club just put on their Twitter that they were gonna announce it or something. But I don't know. You could tell me. Is it a mobile game or is it a sequel or something?
I think that's for the Switch. It says Treasure Trove for the Switch.
That's not just the game, though, is it? Is it something?
I think that's the regular game without the DLC stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called Treasure Trove. Unless you're talking about something else. A Treasure Trove for mobile? Mobile Lords or
No.
Lords Mobile?
Let me see.
Lords?
I don't know.
Treasure Trove Lords Mobile?
Oh, you know what? Maybe because you can only download what do you call it? You can only download Shovel Knight. So I think this is just physical copy shit then.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Damn, you got me all like hyped. I was like, what? There's gonna be the expansion? I gotta play all the characters.
Looks like there's another one. Well, okay. Shovel Knight King of Cards.
That I never heard of. What is that?
Okay, so that might be just a new expansion where you get to play as another boss or something like that. Huh. I wonder if it's free, dude.
Because I'm really digging the... Oh, yeah. It's going to be the gold guy.
The gold guy. We didn't already play as him? Oh, no, we didn't. Oh, what? No, he's actually gangster. Okay, no, I'm excited.
Yep.
Then. Okay, there. That's what it was. So it's Shovel Knight King of Cards. Okay. No, I'm not mad at that. We could do that.
My favorite story is the Plague Knight. But the...
Wait, is
I think the overall...
Plague Knight the one that throws stuff?
Yeah.
The green one.
Stuff. I don't like his, like, mechanics, but his story is good.
I like his mechanics because it's so different. It's not slashing. You gotta just throw and use your magic and stuff. And then because it's a love story, dude. Doesn't he want to get at that witch?
Yeah,
at the bottom of the bar?
They just want to dance together. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's a cool story.
And he's all little too, man.
Yeah, that's what like sold me. But, I like the other dude too, but he like he's like jumping on walls.
He's anime, dude. Yeah, that's the anime playthrough.
Yeah, the ninja.
Yeah. Okay, so Shovel Knight, new stuff coming out for that. There was a new Overwatch short for Diva. Did you see that?
Yeah, that one was actually pretty interesting.
That was pretty good.
But,
yeah, they're dude. Overwatch. Blizzard is like the Disney of video games, man. They just
need to make their series, their short series.
Dude, they just have high quality just media for all their stuff. Even for World of Warcraft, they just have high quality trailers and things like that,
Yep.
So, super hype. That was good. They revealed that she's part of a team. So, I wonder if they're going to release like the other members of her team as playable characters in Overwatch. That'd be interesting. There's like 5 of them or whatever, so that'd be interesting. Amazon is starting to make video games, dude. I know. Yeah, I think Google is gonna try to make video games as well, but Amazon is gonna make a game based off of their show. Oh, it's escaping me right now. The Grand Prix or something like that. It's basically whatever took over. God, I don't even remember the name of the old show. Here, I'll look it up real quick. It's there you go. Yeah, the Grand Tour is what the show's called right now on Amazon, and it's just dudes in fancy cars driving around being funny. It was originally Top Gear until the group of guys that were on Top Gear quit the show and went on with Amazon. So I think it's like a racing game. It looks like a serious racing game, like Forza or something like that. But you get to
Oh.
throw bananas out the window, like Mario Kart. So it'll be interesting, man. If Amazon starts taking over, if Amazon or Google start taking over the video game industry too, that will be wild, man. I don't know if I
Yeah.
can handle that. What if there's essentially 5 consoles in competition with each other? That would be crazy, dude.
Yeah. I just didn't they really increase their Prime membership to I think it's $120 or something.
I think so. Yeah. No, that's definitely a thing. So
I know that they're like taking over like groceries. They're looking into
yeah.
the medical deliveries, and so it's like if they take over video games, maybe they're gonna have like subscription based kind of things.
Shit, man. Because I know too, they own Twitch. There were reports that they were gonna make it mandatory for you to watch ads, even if you were an
A
Amazon
member.
Prime member. Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of wild that there's still, even if you're paying for it, you still like you pay for it to not have ads anymore. I feel like, right? Meanwhile, they're still giving you ads and shit. So I don't know, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of bunk, man. But we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, I think it'd definitely benefit developers. Hopefully, the engines aren't too, or the hardware isn't too weird, where porting games from one system to another isn't too weird. But man, in a future where there's more than 3 consoles to choose from, that's crazy. Competition's always good, but that much competition might fuck up the game, man. So
Yeah.
we'll see. What else? I think that's it. Oh, we just gotta throw out there. Rick and I talked about a little bit about it earlier. There's a new Destiny trailer out there with Cade 6 getting killed again. How many
Again.
times? Yeah, how many times do you need to kill this guy, man?
They just want to rub salt in our faces.
Want
They're
to
like,
pull
we're
at
gonna
your
take.
heartstrings. It's the most beloved character in the game. We know you guys don't even play anymore, but here we're gonna kill him.
We're gonna fuck him up.
I know. We didn't just shoot him in the head in June. We're gonna run him through a wall with a mace this month. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
So, which makes me question too, in the lore of things, who really kills Cade 6? Because he's gonna die. You know what I mean? Who's gonna kill him? Is it gonna be the prisoners, or is it gonna be the Raven? Who knows, man? I won't be around to find out.
It's gonna be like his ghost. He's gonna get a ghost to revive his
Oh,
ghost.
what if that's what it is, dude? What if he becomes your ghost?
Oh, okay. I think
that
I
would
would
be
play that game.
the
Actually,
greatest plot twist of all
I
time.
would
Dude.
actually consider going
That would
back
be the
into
greatest
Destiny.
plot twist of all time, man. Let's see. They had a new. Oh man, they had a new PvP mode coming out, which is kind of like PvP slash PvE mode, where I think it's just waves of enemies coming at you, and whoever kills the waves of enemies faster, um, whoever you're playing against, more enemies spawn over this. So it's like Tetris in a way, where the more lines you get rid of, the more lines get added to your enemy or to whoever you're playing against. So it's kind of like that. And then I think at a certain point, you could send someone through a portal to their side to start fucking all their shit up. That looks interesting. Again, I don't think I'd really play it like that. Oh yeah, Destiny 2. Still trying out here, man.
Just stop, Destiny. Stop.
But yeah, no, I think that's all I got. You got anything else, man?
No, I think that's it.
PAX is next week. We'll be out at PAX. We will be back on Sunday though, so we'll be able to record an episode, man. Hopefully at PAX. I'm excited actually, man. I'm not gonna say hopefully. I'm excited for PAX just to see what's out there. I think it started as an indie game convention, and as time has gone on, man, more and more mainstream companies have gone through. So, no, definitely excited to check out what's around.
Yep.
And Rick's gonna bring his computer so we can join the LAN party, right, dude?
We can play some of that Dead or Alive.
But yeah, that'll be it from us this week. We'll be back next week, but until then, Rick, some words of wisdom.
Everybody needs to get a scooter. You know, you need to download that Lime app or the Bird app. It's only $1 to activate, as well as 15 cents a minute. I'm not getting paid to sponsor this because scooters are amazing. Thank you.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.